And hi, everybody. Welcome to Wingman Wisdom. Today is Tuesday, November the 1st. And I can't believe it's November already. I hope y'all had a good Halloween. Yes, I did go trick-or-treating with my 2-year-old grandson last night. Not for very long, but we did have a good time. Got a little bit of candy, and I put him to bed. He had so much sugar in him, he was shaking like this. Anyway, welcome to Wingman Wisdom. Today, I'm going to talk about a flood, a tsunami. Yes, I see a flood coming, and it ain't good. Let me tell you about it. To begin with, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I hope that after this video that you'll hit the thumbs up, that you hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on. I am a former campground owner. I've been a lifelong RVer. I'm an outdoor lover, and I am called the RV Wingman. I call it like I see it. I don't have a hidden agenda. I'm not trying to build the biggest YouTube channel that ever was. I don't do silly stuff. I probably should if I wanted to grow the channel, but I do try and tell the truth. And when I see something on the landscape, like a flood that I see coming, I want to warn you about it. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that the 401ks, you got a 401k, you know what's happened. I had somebody write to me the other day and said that he's lost $300,000 since January 1. 300 grand didn't seem to be too worried about it. I'd be pretty worried about it if that was me, but the 401ks have gone down about 25%. Since January. Mortgage rates have gone up so high that the value, all that equity, we thought up until mortgage rates went up, look, man, our house is worth this much money. Well, it ain't worth that much now because people aren't buying homes, not like they were, because the cost of money is so great. So equity in homes has gone down. Our retirement accounts have gone down. And it's scary, especially if you're approaching retirement age like I am. And so what do? Well, let me tell you, the ripple effect, it's happened to the RV market. Used RV values have dropped. They have dropped from where they were 1 year ago right now. If you are sitting on an RV that you're trying to sell, and you haven't checked out, you don't know what the real value is, you are probably in for a real rude awakening. That is the truth. I have lots and lots of Facebook groups. These Facebook groups, if you're an individual, I allow you to sell your RV if you'd like, post it. And by the way, there's a link to all my groups down below in the description: Texas, Florida, California, Louisiana, all over the place. But you can advertise for free if you're an individual, your RV for sale. So there's a lot of people that are doing that. One of the things I'm seeing is they're really expensive, very expensive. In fact, most people, if they finance their RV, they owe more than the RV is worth. How did that happen? They were lulled into this. They were hypnotized into this fantasy of what RVing would be like. Not everybody, but too many people. It's like the old siren song, you know, the sailors, the Greek mythology about sailors would go across the ocean and they'd hear this beautiful music and they'd all be hypnotized by it. And when it didn't exist, it was mythological, but they would be distracted and they'd go into the rocks and crash and they would die. We are being hypnotized, at least they're attempting to hypnotize us at every commercial we watch, every YouTube video that's trying to influence us. We're constantly being bombarded. Somebody's trying to hypnotize us. Too many people, I think, were hypnotized when they bought their RV. They had this dream. They had seen all those RV commercials and how fun and adventurous. And it can be. It can be. And it is for many people, but not all the time. They watched YouTube videos that glorified all this great stuff about RVing. And it can be fun as hell. You know it can be. But it can also be awful. It can be. And fixing them can be a real pain in the butt. You always have to do something when you don't want to do it. But if you're willing to pay that price, and I am, if you're willing to pay that price, RVing can be the greatest thing ever. But it's not like buying a new F-150 and just driving it. If you're not willing and able to take care of it, RV ownership is probably not for you. And a lot of people are learning that right now. How did it happen? People were sold payments instead of the price. You should always, I've always said that you got to ask for the out the door price. That's what's important on your RV when you buy the RV. Dealers, bad dealers, the big dealers, like, General RV, Camping World, they don't want you to look at the price. Or hang on. Well, we don't care if you look at the price. Look how cheap it is. Yes. Look at the out the door price. They're going to add all that stuff, charges, and most of those things you don't have to pay for. They're going to make you think that you have to have them. You don't have to pay for. But they've done all this and then they've inflated it. You care about the out the door price. The problem is too many people paid too much for the RV and now they've depreciated and they can't get out. And so what are they doing? Well, you're going to find out what they're going to do. They're going to be angry and rightfully so. But you did it. If you did this, you did it to yourself. I've made many mistakes in my life. The hardest thing to do is to go, it was me. It was me. It's painful to accept the responsibility for failing, for making a bad decision. It is hard, but I'm telling you, it's for me, it's the quickest pathway to getting out of it. It's just acknowledge I made a mistake. Too many people want to blame the RV dealer. They want to blame their credit union or their husband or their wife. You told me we could do it. And accept the responsibility. Get through it. I believe that we're getting ready to hear a lot of negative stuff online, more than we normally hear, from people that are outraged. They owe $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 more than their RV is even worth. So what are they going to do? They're going to take it out online. They're going to go on my Facebook groups. They're going to talk in social media about how they were taken advantage of and how this and that, everything except by saying, all that's true, but I'm the one that signed the bottom line. So I believe we're going to see this tsunami of angry people. I've talked to RV dealers and they say every day they're getting phone calls. We've got whatever it is. And what do you think we can get for it? We bought it a year ago and this is what we owe. It's like, oh my God. The dealer gets yelled at just for telling them what the thing is worth. I understand that. It's frustrating. It can make you angry, but it's a reality. And so what do you see? Do you see this tsunami of people that are finding out that they are in a financial grave, don't know how to get out? The first thing you got to do is when you want to get out of a hole is stop digging the hole. Try to figure a way out. Stop digging, throw the shovel down and say, honey, what are we going to do? How are we going to get out of this thing? Figure out what you're going to do. If owning an RV fits in your budget and in your lifestyle, stick with it. I don't know of anything that's more fun that can build bridges and relationships, strengthen relationships more than going RVing and camping. But if you're on the edge, if you're on the financial edge, go to your bank, talk to your bank, be honest, see if your bank will work with you on somehow helping you get out of being buried. Because if you're buried, it's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to live with. It creates stress on relationships. It's keeps you up at night. It's not good for your health. And the best thing to do is just suck it up. It's easy for me to say, but it's happened to me before. Suck it up and realize it's bad. But after bad will come good and we will get through this. But when you see all this tsunami of negativity, don't believe it. I mean, you can believe it, but believe that the person responsible for getting themselves in that financial grave was the person that's probably making the post. What do you think? Am I being too negative? Probably am. Not trying to be. A wingman, a good wingman is honest. Like the person goes with you to a bar and watches you make a fool of yourself or get drunk, illegally drunk, and says, okay, I think we've had enough. As a campground owner, as a RV owner, as somebody that's built businesses, and I've done really well in some and not so well in others, I have a lot of experience. I want to be that kind of a wingman and give you at least something to think about. Most of the things I say are not super pleasant. It's not what you want to hear, but I think you need to hear it. At least some of us do. I already know what I know. I want to know what I don't know. I don't know about you, but the friends that I have that I like, that I respect the most, are the ones that don't agree with me on everything I say. That they go, I think you were off on that. I was, and I'll truly listen. Try to surround yourself. That's a little bit of wingman wisdom. Try to surround yourself. At least find one or two people that don't just agree. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great idea. Because they're lying. They don't want to get into it. They may have a different viewpoint. I look for honesty, real, brutal, direct honesty. Doesn't always feel good, but I know that it is in my best interest, and it makes me a closer friend with whoever I'm talking with. But what do you think? What do you see? Are you getting ready to see some rage? Maybe you're feeling rage yourself. Maybe I'm overreacting. I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of video, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, and give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe it is November already. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.